Um, Hope you're having a great day. I am just trying to whip through some readings here. I came out with the Leo readings pretty late on in the season, and so I kind of want to be on top of Virgo season. So we've got, I think, 2 more days in counting till we're officially Virgo. It's kind of like one of those things that's not really set in stone the exact day. So, but we're already starting to feel that energy. I'm seeing so many like charities and really like caring posts and things on Facebook and stuff, and I know that Virgo energy is really revving up to make some impacting change. With the amount of care and conviction that sign carries. And I really just kind of wanted to see how it would play out for you guys since you're kind of next up on the docket after Virgo. So I let them have the first reading, obviously, because they are first since it's their season, but you guys are following right up after them. Now Libra really carries those caring traits and the causes, like with charities and organizations and all that, and philanthropy. But Libra really is able to put it in social perspective and in a way that's really impacting. Whereas a Virgo is a lot shyer and maybe doesn't really voice as much of their views. I find with Libras, they're really, really good advocates. And if you guys watched the Myers-Briggs astrology crossover that I did associate ENFPs with Libra because it just seemed very fitting for them. They're very diplomatic. They're very, advocate, that group in the Myers-Briggs. And so what we're probably going to see with Virgo and Libras is, again, that perfection really carries over to the 10th degree in Libra, but it becomes less about like physical objects and stuff and more about living a perfect life, or what looks perfect on paper. So we really have to strive to not box ourselves in into making everything look a certain way. When we look at Libra, we really have to be open to change and discovery and kind of letting the universe play its part. Because I think a lot of times Libra can resist that in a sense. So let's see what we have for you guys. So this card right off the bat, it's usually one I see with Virgos, but obviously there's some Venus energy there. You can see on her dress and everything. And then the birds, that's air signs. So what we see here is the 9 of Pentacles. And what she's doing, which we were just talking about, she's giving back. So she's holding on to the 6. You can't give more than you need. But she's giving away 3, so she's letting go of that stuff. It's going to have growth in another way, you know what I mean? So she's holding on some for herself, like we all need to do, but when we can give back, we do need to take that opportunity. So that's really showing that kind of charity and philanthropy for Libras right now in Virgo season. So really ride that, give a helping hand to others. If it's a friend in need, go adopt a pet. Like that could be really big right now. So any of those aspects right now. So work could be a big factor for you guys. Maybe you're really achieving everything you want to right now, and just kind of ride that. Let's see where it'll take us. So we have with it the moon. So again, Pisces, so helping out the less fortunate. Pisces don't really know how to function as well in this world because they're from something that's kind of beyond this realm. So it really takes people that care about them and that trust and kind of like that that sacrificing nature to kind of guide them along when they need that. So maybe there's a Pisces in your life that's kind of like needing a hand. So just don't hold on to that money, or maybe they need to be shown how to give back. Maybe you guys can lead the way in kind of indoctrinating them into philanthropy and kind of how they can give back or give part of themselves, because it's not always necessarily material things when we look at Pentacles. Sometimes it's like inner abundance. So it's like how to give a part of yourself. Maybe is what we're seeing here. So we're holding on to things. There's a Pisces in your life, or maybe you have some Pisces energy and you're just really, really not budging. So it's not going to be really healthy to do that, especially in Virgo season where we really need to give back. So try to find a way to either inspire that person to let out what they need to, or maybe even show them by example. So don't worry if you're in fear that everyone's against you, that you're not doing the right thing and staying true to this purpose and this cause, because you are. You have the higher moral ground, Libra, and things will unfold in time. So it may seem a little difficult, like you're just trying, again and again to prove this point or to defend somebody, and it's just not resonating. It's not an easy process. It's really kind of wearing you down. Don't worry, karma will out. You guys know all about karma and justice, so just maintain your position, and you will get the desired results, okay? As long as you do the right thing. That's what this card shows. So here we have a trade or a truce. It could even be a romantic one. It may not be serving you at the moment, or this may be kind of a backwards deal, or there could be something going on with this. Let's kind of read further and see what we get about this deal or this pairing. Because when it's reversed, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gone to hell, but it could mean that it's not really relevant right now, or it's not going to culminate as it needs to. And whatever this is, it's really got you stuck in your head. So this is not a good card to see. So when we're looking at this, maybe it's somebody playing mind games with us. Maybe it's somebody that's kind of emotionally toying with us or something, and it's really putting us in an uncomfortable place. So this, don't be willing to just accept kind of any offer just because at first glance it seems mutual. It may be more one-sided. So let's go a little further into that. Okay, that was a whole bunch that fell, so I'm going to keep going. The Eight of Swords is kind of like not knowing what to do because you're so in your mind, and sometimes you have to step outside of yourself to have true clarity about a situation. And so it means kind of like getting back to basics, getting outside of your home, because the castle is represented in this card. And so if you're cooped up in your place and you're just in a bad mode of thinking, it's really good to get outside and outdoors and back in touch with nature. Like I said, maybe, be around some animals, go to the zoo, maybe even adopt if you've been thinking about that. So this is, again, some worry, some wondering at what's coming. Now, we have to be open to receive this. So this is a card that actually came up in the Leo Libra reading. So this is something you guys haven't worked through yet. If it's still the same situation, you're really just not noticing what's there. I mean, look at that hand and that cup that's just reaching out to give you some clarity, and you guys are just completely ignoring it. Your focus is elsewhere. Maybe I think I said before, like you're skeptical that something could really come out of thin air in a way and be that easy, or you're just not trusting in something like that happening, and just you have to be open to it, because it's just you can't stay stuck in that decision making. I know you guys take probably the longest out of some of the signs to make a decision. You want to make sure everything's checked and balanced before you write it off, but you can't undervalue the power of intuitive action, and sometimes you just have to go for things. So sometimes it's realizing that there's strength within you, and that you can make these decisions and these hard things. Just when you realize that that's there, and it's not always about being loud and domineering or dominating. Like, the leaders have to have soft spots too. They have to have that caring sensibility to really inspire others, and that's what the strength card really shows us. So it's taming that lion, taming that aggression. So you guys need to kind of come back in control of that inner beast, and realize you may be feeling really weak at the moment. So realize that is there. Just like I always profess that we all have the 12 signs in us. How they play out is completely different, and what's significant stands out more. But they're all within us, and at certain times in your life, more of those aspects, come out. So, we're ending Leo season right now, so we see the Leo card, and now we have the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is reversed. Again, it very much plays into this card. Look at all these cups; they're all reversed. So this emotion is really, really not doing us justice right now. We're not open to receiving kind of like some awakenings, and we're not really open to interpreting dreams and the subconscious. We're kind of looking on what's past, what's happened. Like, we're not open to receiving gifts right now, and so in the first couple of cards, it really shows giving back and kind of philanthropy, but you have to, what's the phrase? You have to make sure that you're in the right spot to do that emotionally, materially. Like, you have to have abundance in order to share that with others. And it's just like with the whole mask metaphor. When you hear people talking about when you're in a plane that's going down, or the oxygen mask, like, come down, you're always supposed to cover yourself first before helping someone else putting on their mask. And I think that's what this is really showing here, is that you have to look out for yourself first, Libra, before you can aspire to help anyone else currently. Okay, that's important now and forever. I mean, it really is. You have to be strong within, so you can give, you can share that strength. You can really be that philanthropic person that you are. So if we can do this, the money will come. We will feel abundant, and we will be able to share that. So it's really taking in that lesson, and learning how to accept those rewards, and to be able to share that. So that's what that is. The Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. That's just being given things, basically. So, wow. I've never had one reading where it was so obvious what the kind of the message was here, and I feel like that's just what it's saying over and over again. It's like you have the means to give back, but you don't feel like spiritually abundant, or internally abundant. So it may be not the right moment until you get to that place that can be really fulfilling for both parties. And I think it's some kind of, we're filling the void here. So we got the Virgo card. We got it reversed. So don't overdo your alone time right now. It could be maybe not the best thing for you. Don't isolate yourself. Let's see here. So when we look at the Hermit, he's climbing a mountain. It's a big challenge ahead. And maybe we create challenges for ourselves when we see this card. But maybe there's just a really big call for us that we have to go out to receive. And it's not the brightest card, especially coming out of the Strength. We go on a self journey with this one, and it came up with the Hanged Man. So this journey hopefully enlightens us and gives us a new perspective on things. This is somebody that's maybe thought to be eccentric, or their opinions are kind of like not really taken seriously or for granted, but they obviously see more than the average person. Their unique perspective gives them insights, and so sometimes it really it can be underestimated, seeing things from a different perspective. And so it's like we're stuck in this train of thought, and we just feel so debilitated by it. But it's looking for a new way of approaching things. And maybe it's new job, maybe it's new love, maybe that stuff is kind of reticent to you guys. Maybe that can kind of unlock some of this thoughtful turmoil that you guys are in. So, but it's something you're going to have to do. It's not something that is just going to kind of fix itself, because that Hermit card really professes a self journey. It's something you do by yourself, and I know Libras, I feel like more than most, if not all the other signs, do not like to be alone. But it's vital that you're confident when you are alone, so that you can fully be yourself when you're around others. It's knowing who that true person is that's looking in the mirror back at you. But the act of giving is very prevalent in this reading. Let's see what else we got. All right, Libras. Okay. So we have Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups, he's being called on an emotional journey in a sense. Like we really have to find that thing that's holding us back. We have to find that water that's going to cleanse us and allow us to move forward. It's really going to wash away all of this doubt and all this perspective that's no longer serving us. We really need to clear ourselves of that, and kind of take like a spiritual bath in a sense. So we're going out, we're finding wherever that fountain of youth or that nourishing spring is, that oasis, so that we can feel healthy again in a deep sense. So that's what we're really in search of here for. I'm not really getting so much love out of this reading. I think it's more the self when we see the Hermit. You have to be confident, and you go on this journey alone, so that you can be there for another person when you come back. That you find something on this journey. So that's really what's shown here. And just don't be so scared of this. I know emotion can be scary for certain signs, But it's a process of moving through things and not just living in it. So you have to be able to express it and let it go. And I think that's definitely something that Libras struggle with. So you got to find that way to move through this stuff, um, and then all of your wishes will come true. So look at that. You go from the Knight with 1 cup, and you go to having 9 of them. And look how prosperous that is. This is called the wish card for a reason. It means like once you unlock that key, once you find that missing component on your journey, um, you can have all the riches and you can be able to give back, which is what you need. You want to do so much, but it starts from within. And just maintain your ground in whatever situation this is. Just keep doing the right thing. You'll get there, but um, it's something you have to see for yourself to really gain this perspective. So you can do it.